Well, sometimes my ideas for videos don't quite work out the way I expect. In this case, I actually want to do some testing of some antennas and compare the JPC12 against some other antennas that I have. Well, I did that, but I ended up probably more confused at the end of it than when I started. So if you want to see the results of the test, you can just fast forward to the end and save yourself the middle section of my entire bewilderment. If you want to see somebody get themselves more confused as the day goes on, then keep watching. I've warned you, it's up to you. Choose wisely.
Okay, today we're not at a park, we're not at a lake, we're not at a summit, not at a HEMA, not at a volcano. We're out at a mystery location. So you might remember I've had a little bit of trouble. Well, the other day I had trouble with the JPC12, and I was questioning really whether it's is it a dummy load, or am I the dummy? But I want to try and sort that out today. I'm going to put the pseudo into pseudoscience. So today at this area here, I'm going to set up the JPC12. I'm going to set up, I've got one of those 7 meter Sota beam masts, so I'm going to set that up with a 17 meter random wire, and I'm also going to set up a dipole and an inverted V. And my thinking is that in order to determine, to try and do an evaluation between them, I'm going to transmit on the same frequency, one after the other. I mean, I know it's not perfect. Maybe the whisper way was a better way of doing this. And I'm going to try and listen to myself on one of those Kiwi SDRs. Probably the one at Rotorua is quite a good one to use. And on those Kiwi SDR things, you can see there's a meter that tells you what your signal strength is. And hopefully we'll be able to record that and do a comparison. So that's the intent. I'll set up over here, and we'll transmit, and we'll listen on the phone to the Kiwi SDR and see if we can record on the meter what sort of signal strength I'm getting. Is it scientific? No, not really. Is anything? Hard to tell. But so we'll do that, and maybe we'll get a better feel for whether the JPC12 is actually worth the effort of taking anywhere, or whether really the random wire or an end-fed half wave on a 7 meter mast, which is also quite portable, probably is that the better option. So let me get set up over here, let's get the pseudoscience underway. Talk to you soon. Okay, well that took longer than I thought it was going to take. Anyway, we're all set up now. We've got the 40 meter dipole here. We've got the 17 meter random wire here, going down to the radio, and we've got the PAC12 here. So in theory, we have all the pieces we need. So what we're going to do now is I'll tune up the radio, and I'm going to try the PAC12 first, and I'm going to try and hopefully got internet connection. I should have checked that first. One of the many things I get wrong. We'll listen to the SDR at Rotorua and see if we can hear ourselves and record really what signal strength, if any, we get. So look, I'll just take you off here, put you on here. Let's get this sorted. So, and it's sunny today, so sun smart. That's the key. Right. So Z2 November Echo Bravo testing. Z2 November Echo Bravo testing. So 02 November Echo Bravo testing. So about S4, S5. Okay, S4, S5. Write that down. JPC12, sorry, JPC12. S4, S5. That's okay, so that's Rotorua. Now let's unplug that. This is the random, wire, 17 meter random wire. Let's just tune up on this. Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. About the same, actually. That's not what I expected. Yeah, it's fine. So, oh well. Right, so now now we're connected to the dipole. I'll turn this. Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. Okay, so Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. So S5 definitely for the whole thing. So the dipole's better. Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. Actually, S6. I know that was what I expected, that it would be better. You'd think it'd be better. But I didn't expect, no, I need that. I didn't expect the same output for, I guess, the random wire. The random wire and the JPC are about the same on this test. Okay. Interesting. Let's try for the sake of being here, let's try a different SDR. Let's try Marahau, which is the one I usually use, and what we used the other day when we were trying to see if we could find ourselves. I guess we're all trying to find ourselves. Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. Right, so this is Rotorua, Marahau, JPC12. Random and dipole. Zulu Lima 2 November Echo Bravo testing. S2 shows you what radiation patterns are like. Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. S3 Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. So S3 random wire as well. Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. Okay, S3. Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. Yeah, dipole is way better. So S3 and on Z02 November Echo Bravo testing. S4 at least. Zulu Lima 2 November Echo Bravo testing. Well, The Pac-12 today did better than I thought it. The Pac-12, the JPC12 did better than what I thought it was going to. Certainly better than what it did the other day at Grasmere. So maybe it's more the radiation pattern which was the problem that we had at Grasmere. Do we get a different radiation pattern with a random wire? Yeah, we will, because we got it in this inverted sort of V setup. It'll be different than what we're getting with this vertical. But in fact, they're similar. They're certainly in this test, they're similar. Not what I thought. The question comes down now to which is easier to set up. Now, the dipole is the best option, but to be honest, the dipole is a pain in the ass as far as I'm concerned to set up. It's just a lot of extra effort. There's more bits of, you need a different sort of space set up. It's just not my favourite thing to set up for like a short, quick activation. The random wire we've used a heap, and the setup hasn't taken that long. I can use different lengths. It's been quite useful in that regard. And the JPC12, to be honest, isn't that hard to set up either. The only thing I guess about the JPC12 is that you have to retune it on the coil every time you change bands. Whereas with the random wire, I use the tuner in the radio, which is which makes that a lot easier for me. So the JPC12 has actually performed better than I had anticipated. Anyway, I guess this is why it's pseudoscience. Not really, haven't really established anything. Very similar though. So I guess what we have established is that I shouldn't discount the JPC12. It is not completely a dummy load. Today, under these conditions, it's actually worked as good as this random wire, which I've been using all the time. So maybe we need to take it and use it on another activation again. Perhaps, actually, we go back and do Grasmere again. I don't know, what do you think? I'll think about it. Anyway, sorry, we've learnt nothing. You have a great rest of your week. I have a lot to think about. See ya. Actually, there's one more thing we should think about. The other difference, I guess, is that in the wind, the dipole is actually even more of a handful to kind of deal with. The random wire's been okay. Remember, we used it up the top of that HEMA activation we did, where it was actually quite breezy. We survived that. And the JPC12, as long as you've got something that you can stick the ground spike into the ground, as long as it's soft enough to do that, then it's actually held up okay at Grasmere, and it was a bit breezy there as well. So these are all factors that I need to consider. At the moment, I think in terms of guaranteed outcomes, probably using a random wire with the or something like an end-fed half wave with the smaller mast is actually more likely to give us success, because we can change the configuration, so we can actually change the radiation pattern to some extent. But I'll do a bit more reading and I'll think about it a bit more. Anyway, yeah. Sorry. See ya.
There's many